All right, Jacob Ortega being introduced. Let's get to the rest of the starters. Ortega, Edson, along with Sarinana, Norris, and Linker. Once again, we didn't pick that up as well as we did with the girls. Kyle Helbig, Zach Becker, Tanner Baird, Garrett Green, and Adam Jolly. Helbig and Jolly both averaging in double figures. Opening tip of this game brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. That preparation helps you. At Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan, they help you very well with your insurance coverage at Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Jumping center for Fort Morgan will be Nick Norris. And Holy Family will be countering with 6'5" center Adam Jolly. And the tip is controlled by Fort Morgan. Norris can't control it himself. So, yep, goes over to Holy Family. So they got the basketball to begin the game. Tanner Baird is the point guard for Holy Family. With the basketball is Garrett Green. Over to Helbig. Now here is Baird. In the left corner, it's Kyle Helbig. He is big and strong. Very good football player for this team. Helbig on the outside, left at the top for Baird. At the free throw line for Jolly. Back to Helbig. Left wing three in the air. Good. Wow. If he does that, it's going to be very tough here for Fort Morgan. 3-0 Holy Family. Sarinana pressured in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Edson in the front court to Ortega. Ortega on the high right. Down low for Norris. Turns. He's double teamed over there. He can't get rid of it. Feeds it to Sarinana. Left wing. Linker three. Yes! Isaac Linker has tied the game. Linker nailed a triple in the fourth quarter against Erie. And then Linker knocks the ball out of bounds in the front court. Yeah, Fort Morgan has had limited outside shooting all season. And Isaac might as well take it from out there because he's got a nice stroke. Really nice stroke. Zach Becker back out to Baird at the top of the three-point circle. Right side to Green. Now here is Baird. Left corner, three. Becker, no. But the rebound to Helbig. A long rebound on the right baseline. Cross-court pass over to Baird. Baird against Ortega. Dribbles left baseline. Now in the corner. Helbig, right corner three. That's good again. Helbig now with 6. 6-3 Holy Family. 6.5 to go in the opening quarter. Sarinana double team. Hop step into the front court to Ortega. Jacob Ortega dribbles along the sideline there. Ortega bounce pass to Edson. Edson, he's trapped underneath. He's going to have to kick it back out. Goes to Ortega in the corner. Ortega with a basketball in the right corner to Edson. Gets it back out to Ortega. Now just across midcourt. Here is David Sarinana on the high right to Ortega. Ortega, jump pass, cross court to Linker. Linker behind the three-point line. Now to Ortega right side. Ortega takes the three, and that was partially tipped out of there and controlled by Helbig. Long pass to Becker, banks and misses. And then a foul on Holy Family. Somebody went over the back for the Tigers, and I think it was Becker himself. Fort Morgan basketball down 6-3. Just over 2 minutes into the game. Girls lost today, 61-29. Here is David Sarinana in the backcourt to Edson. Edson looking, still looking, lobs it front court for Norris. On the outside left for Linker. Linker picked up over there. Now straight away to Sarinana. Sarinana on the high right to Ortega. Right corner for Edson. Edson lobs it back out to Ortega. Ortega up top to Sarinana. Lobs at free throw line for Norris. Bounce pass Linker. Linker left of the lane. Then he's trapped. Has to kick it back out, but throws it away. Intercepted by Holy Family. Baird the other way. Banks and scores. Baird to the bucket. Holy Family leads 8-3. First turnover by either side. 5:15 to go. And then Sarinana's pass is kicked by Tanner Baird. Mustangs retain possession. Crystal clear ice, good for any drink, great for any drink at any time of the year. AC Ice at any local grocery or convenience store near you. That's AC Ice. Sarinana jump pass towards Ortega, and it's off the hand of a Tiger, and Helbig out of bounds, but that was not a good pass. Fort Morgan got away with that. Should have been a Mustang turnover. And Ortega to throw it in to the right of the bench for Holy Family. Edson to his right, leans from 10, throws up an air ball. Garrett Green with a basketball for Holy Family. Now to Helbig, long pass off Jolly's hands. Baird saves it in, but it's saved in to David Sarinana. Turnover for Holy Family. Sarinana right of the free throw line, right baseline, right corner. Ortega three. That's off the back of the rim. Linker with a rebound, the dribble, the putback, and he fouled as he misses. Isaac Linker will shoot two. That might have been Adam Jolly across the wrist, and it was. So here is Linker, who certainly has the muscle to get it done. Not as tall as Jolly, but not that much shorter. The free throw's perfect for Isaac Linker. Linker's improved as a basketball player from his junior year, and he's showing it already here against a state-ranked team. Second free throw is good. Holy Family in the lead 8-5, 4:43 to go. First quarter from Broomfield. On the high left, Becker straight away to Baird. Baird into the lane to Helbig double team, and then his pass towards Jolly, knocked out of bounds by Linker. No, Linker had it, and then it went off of Jolly. Holy Family with their second turnover. Devin Mussman checks in. Also in for Fort Morgan, Adam Cardona. Ortega remains on the court with Sarinana and Linker. Ortega over to Sarinana. Backcourt still to Mussman. Front court pass to Ortega on the high right. Ortega down low for Cardona. Man, he's got to catch that. Perfect pass. He lost it. Taken away by Holy Family. Baird with a layup. Off the feet of Dominic Nellis. 10-5, Holy Family. Ortega on the outside right. Near the timeline now to Isaac Linker. Back out to Sarinana, now to Linker right side. Linker lobs it right of the lane to Cardona. Back out to Ortega. Here is Linker. Linker with a basketball. Bounce past Sarinana near the left corner to Mussman. Mussman dribbles to his right. It's a 2-3 for Holy Family. Bounce pass, right corner, Ortega. Over to Linker at the free throw line. Jump pass, left corner, Mussman. He'll take the three, and it's way off. Hit the backside of the rim. And Kyle Helbig with his third rebound. There's the outlet to Eddie Bartoletti. Over to Baird. Baird, jump pass, Helbig. Wide open, left wing three. He did it again. Helbig is 3 for 3 from 3. Timeout. Fort Morgan, 30-second timeout. Down 13-5 with 3:29 to go in the first. And we'll keep it right here. If they can guard Helbig, but he's not exactly behind the line. He's way behind the line. But Fort Morgan cannot dare him to shoot anymore. As he's got 9 points here in the opening quarter. Linker has all the points for Fort Morgan. Let's reset the lineups here. Dominic Nellis for Holy Family, along with Eddie Bartoletti, Tanner Baird, Kyle Helbig, and Adam Jolly. David Sarinana, Devin Mussman, Isaac Linker, Noah Rojo into the game, and Adam Cardona. In the backcourt, here's Rojo crossing midcourt for Fort Morgan. In between two, bounce pass to Sarinana. Sarinana outside left to Mussman in the left corner for Linker. Bounce pass Cardona. In the lane, he hooks, and he partially blocked by Jolly. And Nellis away with the basketball for Holy Family. Bounce pass to Jolly. Banks scores, and a foul on Mussman. To the left of the basket, and Holy Family leads by 10. To the line is Adam Jolly. to shoot one. Musman's foul is the first committed by a Mustang here in the game. And the Adam Jolly free throw is in. 16-5, Holy Family. They're on an 8-0 run with 3:03 to go in the first. Sadinana in the backcourt to Linker. Linker picks up his dribble, still looking front court pass to Musman. Musman cross court to Rojo. Rojo back out to Sadinana. On the outside left to Musman. Musman near the left corner to Linker. Linker in the lane to Rojo, back out to Linker. Linker maintains the dribble. Over to Musman. Outside right, Sadinana. Right corner to Rojo. Rojo's going to kick it back out on a bounce pass to Sadinana. Here is Devin Musman. Free throw line, Cardona turns, shoots, and misses from 15. And the rebound is into the hands of Eddie Bartoletti. Bartoletti with a 3-on-3. Back out to Baird. He traveled. Oh, no. Might have an offensive foul instead. Yeah, I think we had an offensive foul. Yep, Bartoletti with an offensive foul. Turnover number 3 for Holy Family. Fort Morgan has only committed 2 turnovers. 2:20 to go in the opening quarter, but Fort Morgan trails by 11. Sadinana just across midcourt's got to get rid of it, and he's trapped over there, and then I think he was fouled. He got bailed out. Picked up his dribble too early, but there was some contact there. That might have been Tanner Baird, and it was. He commits the foul for Holy Family, the team's 4th. Noah Rojo to trigger it in for Fort Morgan just beyond midcourt. Rojo to Sadinana. Cross court to Rojo. Left corner for Linker, but he's picked up over there by Helbig, so he can't take that 3. Now to Rojo. On the high right, Sadinana. Right of the lane to Cardona. Then an air ball thrown up on a 3 by Musman. And on the strong side, Kyle Helbig has the basketball over to Nellis. Now the right wing 3 is up and good. That is made by Tanner Baird. 4 threes for Holy Family. The first by Baird. 19-5. Here's Musman outside right. Free throw line, Cardona. 15-footer. Around and good for Adam Cardona. First point by a Mustang other than Isaac Linker. And that ends an 11-0 run. It's 19-7. Baird on the right baseline. 1:25 to go. His pass nearly thrown away. Down low for Helbig. And then he bangs, scores, and a foul on Cardona. And that's 11 points in the opening quarter for Helbig. And Cardona commits his first. Neg Norris and Caden Edson checking in for Isaac Linker. And David Sadinana. So 21-7 in favor of Holy Family. A very experienced team with 7 seniors, and the Helbig free throw is short. And the rebound is into the hands of Nick Norris of Fort Morgan. That's Fort Morgan's first rebound. Here is Caden Edson. Edson bounced past to Rojo. Over to Edson. Edson left of the lane, kicks it left corner. Musman steps in, 15-footer, and he pulled a string. Adam Jolly with the basketball. Yeah, he just threw up an air ball there. Here is Helbig straight away. Right corner, Baird penetrates, cut off. Bounce pass, cross court, Nellis. 3, no good as Nellis missed it. But Kyle Helbig pulls away the rebound, and then his entry pass is knocked out of bounds, intended for Baird. Holy Family retains possession. Up 21-7, Helbig is out. Well-deserved rest. Zach Becker is back in. And Garrett Green also into the game, pulling up and scoring in the lane. Off the inbounds pass is Tanner Baird, little 8-footer. He now has 9. He's outscored Fort Morgan by himself, as is Helbig. 23-7. Caden Edson swings it right wing for Musman. Back out to Rojo. Rojo to his left to Edson. In the left corner, here's Cardona. Now to Edson with 26 seconds to go. Rojo, right of the lane, Norris. Right corner for Musman. Back out to Rojo. Now here's Edson. Edson with 20 seconds to go. Free throw line, Norris. Right corner for Musman. And then his entry pass is poked away, and it's intercepted. Nellis to Becker. Left-handed layup missed, and a foul by Edson. Mustangs commit their 3rd turnover. So they've taken care of the basketball, but they have not been able to defend. So Becker to shoot 2, and if this game continues like this, this will get to a running clock in the second half. Because Holy Family already leads by 16, ranked 3rd in the state in the most recent rankings, and the free throw is in. For Zach Becker, 24-7 in favor of Holy Family. Second free throw, yes. 25-7 in favor of the Tigers. 8 seconds to go. Edson with 6 still in the court. Pass tipped away, taken by Mussman with 3. Mussman with 2. Got to throw it up from about 40. And it's off the front of the rim, and that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Holy Family 25 and the Fort Morgan Mustangs 7. Let's take a 1-minute break. We return in 60 seconds on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Let's head to the second quarter. Holy Family 25, Fort Morgan 7. Simon Graff into the game out there with Ortega. Edson, now Norris down low, hooks and scores with a left hand. Sadi Nana also out there. Norris scores his first points. Mustangs will trail 25-9. The other way with the basketball. Left corner, Becker 3. Man, they did it again. Zach Becker nails the triple. Holy Family leads by 19. Ortega to Sadi Nana. Sadi Nana into the front court. Lobs it right corner for Ortega. Ortega double team. Bounce pass to Norris, and he puts it up partially blocked. Gets it right back, and he banks it in. Nice job by Nick Norris. He's getting aggressive here in the early going in the second quarter. Holy Family 28, Fort Morgan 11. Dominic Nellis at the top for Holy Family. Crossover dribble. Becker penetrates left baseline. Double team. Back out to Jolly. Jolly straight away to Nellis. Now in the right corner is Garrett Green. Green up top for Becker. Swings it back out in the corner for the basketball is Kenny Fernandez. Fernandez to Green. Green left to the lane. Back out to Fernandez on the bounce. Dribbling to his right. Into the lane. Had the ball stripped. Got it right back. Jump pass in the corner for Nellis. And then he lost the ball. And the Mustangs have it with Jacob Ortega. And Sadi Nana then is fouled. And the foul's committed by Fernandez. That's the team's fifth. Simon Graff to throw it in for the Mustangs. Along the side. Into Sadi Nana. On the high right to Ortega. Back out to Sadi Nana. Left baseline, Edson penetrates. He's trapped underneath. Back out to Norris in the left corner. Norris with a right-handed dribble to Sadi Nana. Now penetrating as Edson. Little runners up, and he's short. And they're put back, and the shot is up and in! Off the glass by Nick Norris, and a foul. And he's fouled from behind by Jolly, and Norris has 6 points in the opening minute and a half here of the second quarter. Jolly with a second foul. Nick Norris getting very aggressive. He was our player of the game 2 games ago against Weld Central in the 71-66 Fort Morgan win on December 18th. Mustangs to within 15. The free throw by Norris is off to the right. And the rebound controlled by Kyle Helbig. That's his 6th. Helbig by himself across the timeline. Helbig into the lane. Pulls up. His runner is around and no good. And the ball is tipped around out of bounds. It's off Fort Morgan. And Tanner Baird, who scored 9 points in the opening quarter, is in for Holy Family. Near that right corner, Becker to throw it in. Linker replaces Norris. Boy, you hate to see Norris out of the game. He's so good. Pulled that quickly, but he did play. Well, he played a chunk of the first quarter. Here is Dominic Nellis. The no-look bounce pass was intercepted by Sadi Nana. 5th turnover for Holy Family. Sadi Nana. Bounce pass, left corner. Ortega 3 is in and out. And there's a foul over the back. I think that was Linker. Let's see if that's indeed who fouled. Yep. He went way over the back. 14th foul. Helbig to throw it in. Pressure in the backcourt being applied by Sadi Nana, but Nellis has it. With 5:51 to go, second quarter, Holy Family 28, Fort Morgan 13. Nellis on the outside right. He's going to hand it off to Tanner Baird. Near that left corner now with the basketball is Garrett Green. Straight away to Helbig. Helbig being guarded closely by Linker. Now here's Baird. Crossover dribble into the lane. His runner's up and no good. And the ball is tipped around, and Isaac Linker has it for Fort Morgan. Linker to Sadi Nana. Across the timeline. In the right corner for Graff. Graff kicks it back out to Sadi Nana. Sadinana, right corner for Edson. Now to Sadinana. Straight away to Linker. Linker holding the ball up high to Sadinana, right side. Now to Linker. Linker fakes the 3, steps in, back of the corner now to Ortega. Ortega, cross-court pass Sadinana. Guarded very closely by Nellis. Overhead Linker, fakes the 3, steps in, dribbles. 5-footer, back rim, no. And into the, getting the rebounds, Garrett Green, I should say. Here is Tanner Baird. Baird with a 3-on-3. Baird spinning in the lane, kicks it left corner. Nellis penetrates left baseline. His floater's up and good. Dominic Nellis scores, and a timeout is called by Holy Family, 30-13. 4:47 to go. The Isaac Linker 3 to begin the game was brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. They work with the community to make sure there are jobs for the members of the communities they're in. Cargill Meat Solutions. 30-13 Holy Family, and already Kyle Helbig has had one heck of a game. Helbig with 11 points in the first. Tanner Baird had 9, so that's 2 players with a combined 20 of their 30 points. Linker leads, well, he led Fort Morgan with 5 in the opening quarter, but Norris was 6 in the second quarter, but yet he was taken out of the game with as well as he was playing. Just part of the natural rotation that Coach Schoen has to get his players in and out, and Norris might have been worn down a bit because he had to fight hard for some of those points. Let's reset the lineups here in the second quarter. Before we do that, get a delicious treat at Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. How about a breakfast or lunch option as well? On Edison Street in Brush, Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. And like a good neighbor, Greg Moen and his team at State Farm Insurance are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Baird, Green, Nellis, Becker, and Helbig for Holy Family. Andres Dubre, the sophomore, they call Chief, in for Fort Morgan along with Isaac Linker, Adam Cardona, David Sadinana, and Caden Edson. Here is Edson, bounce pass to Cardona, lays it up and in as he cut to the basket. Nice feed by Edson, and the easy bucket by Adam. 30-15 Holy Family, 4.5 to go in the second quarter. On the outside right, Baird at the top for Becker, dribbles right of the lane all the way, off the glass, too strong. Cardona with a Fort Morgan rebound. On the outlet to Sadinana, bounce pass in the right baseline there to Edson. He's going to have to kick it back out, and he does to Sadinana. Free throw line for Cardona. He turns, Cardona dribbles in the right corner for Dubre. Dubre with a left-handed dribble, back out to Sadinana. Sadinana right of the lane, he leans, he banks, and he hits nothing but glass. And coming away with the basketball off that forces Garrett Green. Then Sadinana goes to the floor and ties up Garrett Green, but possession arrow stays with Holy Family. Nice job of Sadinana. Didn't get overly frustrated and commit a foul. Instead, he stayed aggressive and played clean basketball. Adam Jolly replaces Zach Becker for Holy Family with a 30-15 lead for the Tigers. Here's Dominic Nellis. On the outside left, guarded by Sadinana, gets a pick from Jolly towards the top, picks up his dribble. Helbig wide open from 3, and he pulled the string off the bottom of the rim. Adam Cardona comes away with the basketball. On the outlet here to Andres Dubre. Dubre looking for a teammate, lobs it to Sadinana in the left corner for Edson. Edson to his right, now to Sadinana. Free throw line for Cardona. Right wing to Linker, jump pass to Edson, but he's trapped by Nellis on that right baseline. Now back out to Linker. 3:12 to go. Second quarter. Holy Family doubling up Fort Morgan 30-15. On the high right, Edson. Up top here is Linker. Dribbles into the lane. Bounce pass to Cardona, and he banks and scores again. Mustangs down by a baker's dozen. It's 30-17. 2:52 to go before the break. Bounce pass on the high left to Garrett Green. Cross court to Nellis all the way. He's fouled by Sadinana as he misses the shot. Let's see if that's going to be on the line. Yep. 2 free throws here by Nellis. Sadinana commits his first. Holy Family scored just 5 points in the quarter. Fort Morgan's outscoring Holy Family 10-5, and this free throw, though, is good. Nick Norris is in for Adam Cardona. Kyle Helbig is out. First appearance, or second one for Eddie Bartoletti. And that free throw is off the back of the rim, but it's rebounded by Jolly. Here's Tanner Baird down low, wide open. Bartoletti banks it in. Mustangs did not account for him. 2.5 to go, second quarter, 33-17. Linker at the free throw line, right of the lane. Jump pass to Dubray. Dubray in the lane, floats it up right hand. Got the bottom of the rim. And the ball is pulled away by Tanner Baird. A 2-on-1. Baird to Green to Baird for the layup with the left hand off the glass. Baird now has 11 in the game. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Down by 18, 35-17 with 2:13 to go. And when it comes to your future, Northeastern. Miles ahead, a college that's close to home. That's Northeastern. Mustang boys and girls play on Tuesday at home against Berthoud. 5:30 for the girls, 7 o'clock for the boys on B106 and B106.com. Then we'll have Fort Morgan boys at home against Windsor on Thursday. And then a week from today, 5:30 and 7 o'clock, it'll be a late night in Longmont as the Mustang boys and girls take on the Skyline Falcons. We have a lot of Saturday dates during the regular season in this new 9-team Tri-Valley League, of which Holy Family does sport the best basketball teams. We found that out with the Holy Family girls. They defeated Fort Morgan 61-29, dropping Fort Morgan to 4-5, with Holy Family moving to 4-4. Mustang boys had a bad stretch there in the first quarter. They're trying to make up a huge deficit. They are down 35-17. And it will be Mustang basketball after the layup by Baird. Same five, although Rojo now comes into the game. Rojo replaces Linker. Edson to throw it in. In the backcourt to Sadinana, dribbles by 2. Now Sadinana with a 3-on-3, but he's going to slow it down and get it back out to Edson. Edson with the basketball for Fort Morgan. Edson hands it off to Sadinana. Sadinana behind his back at the free throw line. Sadinana on the outside right to Rojo. Hands it off to Sadinana right in the lane. His banker's good. Off the glass, Sadinana on the right side. Nice move by the junior, David Sadinana. 35-19, a minute 44 to go. Second quarter. Baird down low for Jolly, off his hand, and then I think it was kicked. Yeah, it was kicked by Holy Family. Fort Morgan in this quarter has not committed a single turnover. Holy Family has 3 in the quarter, 6 in the game. There is Sadinana for Fort Morgan, a minute 36 to go, down by 16. Sadinana jump pass to Edson. On the outside left to Dubray. Dubray behind the three-point line, double team. Over to Sadinana, right corner for Rojo, penetrates right baseline, bounce pass towards Norris, and it went off the hands of Garrett Green out of bounds. He poked it away. Mustangs retain possession. Edson to throw it in. Lobs it high left to Dubray. Left corner Edson, wide open 3. He'll take it, and he'll miss it terribly. Hit nothing but glass. Garrett Green has the rebound, and then he throws it out of bounds. Excuse me. Holy Family commits their 4th turnover of the quarter, 7th of the game. And Linker's going to check back in. He's in for Dubray. So Edson gets it into Sadinana. Jump pass to Linker. Linker on the outside left, penetrates left baseline. And then his pass inside. That's the first turnover of the quarter, but then Linker with a steal from behind. Linker left baseline is fouled by Bartoletti. And that'll be the 17th foul. Linker had 5 points in the opening quarter. Now trying to improve upon that with his free throw. And that one is up, and that one is well short. And Kyle Helbig pulls down the rebound for Holy Family as 7th. There's the outlet to Nellis. Nellis down low for Becker on the no-look pass, and he banks and scores. What a beautiful pass by Nellis. 37-19, 44 seconds to go. First half. Edson lobs it to Sadinana. Outside right, Rojo thinks about the three. Bounces it back out to Sadinana. Here's Edson in the left corner. Linker lob down low for Norris, and then it looked like there was a slap, but the ball was stripped away by Nellis. Here is Baird for Holy Family. Let's see if they work for the final shot. Nellis into the lane. Jump pass, right corner. Becker's shot is in and out from 3. Bartoletti grabs the rebound, and he travels. $19.9 to go. Sadinana in the backcourt to Edson. Edson maintains the dribble over to Sadinana, and that's a dumb foul by Baird. Not sure what he was doing there. That puts Fort Morgan at the line. Sadinana to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the 18th foul. Fouled him about 45 feet away from the basket. Free throw by Sadinana is off the back of the rim, and then Nick Norris goes over the back. 16th foul. As Helbig grabbed his 8th rebound. Holy Family with one final opportunity to score here in the second quarter. Up by 18. They were up by 18 after 1. Linker will pressure the inbounds passer, and it's lobbed into Nellis. Nellis with 9, middle lane, jump pass, right corner, Bartoletti. And what happened there? We got a whistle. And Bartoletti must have been on the end line. Yep. 7 turnovers for Holy Family in the quarter. Fort Morgan will have a shot here with 7 seconds to go. Pass into Sadinana with 5. Still in the backcourt. Edson with 3. Behind his back with 2. Edson's going to have to put up a desperation shot, and it hits the front of the rim just inside the three-point line. And that's the end of the first half. Holy Family and Fort Morgan both scored 12 points in that second quarter. And as a result, the lead after 1 remains the lead at the break. Holy Family 37. Fort Morgan 19. It's a 3-minute break. Back in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com. Mustang Halftime Show is brought to you by B&B Appliance. They can help you with all of your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. B&B Appliance on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. John Beltran back with you as the Holy Family Tigers are going for the sweep today of the Fort Morgan Mustangs. The Fort Morgan girls lost today 61-29. Holy Family boys lead 37-19. The difference was in the opening quarter. They were up 25-7 after 1. Fort Morgan has 6 points apiece from Adam Cardona and Nick Norris, 5 from Isaac Linker. And David Sadinana has got 2 points in the game. Holy Family with 11 points from Kyle Helbig. Tanner Baird with 11. Zach Becker has 7, 3 apiece for Adam Jolly and Dominic Nellis. And 2 points for Eddie Bartoletti. Mustangs are being beat on the boards pretty well. 18-7. As Kyle Helbig has more rebounds than Fort Morgan. He's got 8 rebounds. The Mustangs have 4. There's 7 from Nick Norris. At the free throw line, Holy Family's 4 out of 6. And the Mustangs are sitting at 2 out of 5. But again, we knew that coming in, they were playing a very, very good basketball team. Now, the one thing that Fort Morgan has done very well, very well, they've committed just 5 turnovers. Holy Family has 10. Defending has been an issue, but taking care of the basketball has not. So if they can just continue to do that, I know 18 is not necessarily in the game, but they are demonstrating that if they take care of the basketball, that they'll have spurts of success, which they certainly did in that first half. So that's where we sit right now with Holy Family leading 37-19 over the Fort Morgan Mustangs. It's a very busy January. Continues on Tuesday when the Mustangs play their Tri-Valley League opener against the Berthoud Spartans, with a girls game at 5:30 and the boys game coming up at 7 o'clock. All right, momentarily we'll take another break as the Mustangs trail the Holy Family Tigers 37-19. How about another 3-minute break, and then we'll have the second half, and that'll put it on ice here after 2 more quarters of basketball. Back in 3 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. All right, let's hit the third quarter here from Holy Family High School in Broomfield, where the Mustangs trail the Holy Family Tigers by a score of 37-19. And the teams have yet to reveal their starting lineups here for the second half, but we assume it'll more or less be the same. Mustang just looking to stay with his team. Again, there was that stretch in the first half that it got away from them. And no shame in that at this point. A great basketball team. That's what Holy Family's got. Fort Morgan basketball to begin the third quarter. Edson, Sarinana, Linker, Ortega, and Norris. Sarinana hands it off to Linker, and he's fouled by Nellis. Nellis did not start the game. So Nellis commits his first. Edson lobs it into Linker. With a basketball, here's Sarinana down low. Norris banks it in. Sarinana with a feed. Norris with a bucket. And the Mustangs are down by 16, 37-21. Baird the other way. Misses from about 12. Sarinana with a long rebound. It's a 4-on-3. Sarinana right of the lane. He's going to have to back it out over to Edson. Edson lobs it cross court for Linker. Bounce pass left corner for Ortega. Dribbles to his right. Picks up the dribble now over to Edson. Edson with a basketball to Linker. Linker thinks about the 3, takes it and makes it. Holy Mahungus. Isaac Linker again. 2 out of 2 from 3 today. It's 37-24. Nellis, right corner, Baird 3, and he misses. Oh, but Linker couldn't get that rebound. Controlled by Helbig. Jump pass to Baird. No look pass to Jolly. He banks, scores, and a Mustang foul. That was Nick Norris again. That's Norris' second. Adam Jolly, who scored 3 points in the opening half, will attempt a free throw. Jolly's free throw is good. Mustangs had some momentum. But now Holy Family leads again by 16. 6:42 to go in the third, and then the ball's off Linker's left hand out of bounds in the left corner. Yeah, I don't want to make unnecessary mistakes like that. Dominic Nellis the other way. Out there with Helbig, Jolly, Baird, and Garrett Green. Green on the high left, back out to Helbig. He thinks about the 3, and he bricks it back rim. But the rebound is controlled by Baird. Again, the rebounds have really not been there for Fort Morgan today. Baird right at the free throw line, spinning, turning, back out to Helbig. Dribbles left baseline, runs into Edson, puts it up and in, and Edson commits the body foul. Good call there. Edson was moving. And to the line is Helbig. Caden with his second there. Yeah, Edson's a good defender, but that time he was still moving, and when Helbig made the contact and drew the foul, it was certainly defensive, and the free throws up and in and out, and Isaac Linker grabs the Fort Morgan rebound. Now it's an 18-point lead, 42-24. That's where we were at halftime. Ortega on the outside right, 6 minutes to go in the third. Ortega 3, in and out, And the ball is tipped around into the hands of Garrett Green of Holy Family. The outlet to Helbig. Long pass to Baird on the right baseline. Dribbles all the way. Left-handed hook is up and in. Tanner Baird with 13. Here's Ortega into the front court quickly for Fort Morgan. He puts it up and it's blocked out of bounds by Jolly. He's giving away about 7 to 8 inches, and Jolly was having none of it. But Fort Morgan does retain possession, down by 20 with 5:42 to go in the third. There's the lob into Norris. Norris to the top. On the high left to Linker, holding the ball up high. Down low for Sadinana, floats it up. That's short. And Norris grabs the rebound, throws it off the glass. And then Norris went over the back again. Nick Norris commits his third. Holy Family has the basketball. Now the Mustangs, after starting off pretty well here in the second half, now Norris is out. Here comes Adam Cardona. Well, I'd like to see how good this team could be if Norris and Cardona were in the game at the same time, at least down low, because one usually supplants the other. But then again, the argument is they play the same position, and that's why Coach Schoen has to go in that direction. Baird at the free throw line, 15-foot pull-up is off the left side of the rim. Adam Cardona grabs the Fort Morgan rebound, his third. On the outlet to Sadinana, 5:12 to go in the third. Fort Morgan trails Holy Family 44-24. Edson straight away to Sadinana, high left for Linker. Lobs it into the lane to Cardona, throws up a 10-footer short, but Edson grabs the rebound. Nice board there by Edson, who resets the offense with Sadinana straight away. Lobs it in the left corner for Ortega. Bounce pass to Linker, left baseline. Up top, Sadinana, straight away three is off to the right. Kyle Helbig grabs the rebound. That's his 10th for Holy Family. Long pass to Baird. Mustangs were not there, and he laid it up and in. And Andy Schoen is not going to see Fort Morgan do that without calling a timeout, and he does. With 4:42 to go, third quarter, Holy Family leads 46-24. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. They offer you a variety of banking needs, including agriculture and personal loans. That's High Plains Bank in Wiggins. 22-point lead for Holy Family. It was 18 after 1, and they've built the lead now by 4. Also going on today, the NFL playoffs. Colts and Texans, with the Colts up 21-0 in the third. Right here, it's a 22-point lead for Holy Family. Fort Morgan girls lost today to Holy Family 61-29. Linker, Cardona, Ortega, Sadinana, Edson for Fort Morgan. Jolly, Helbig, Nellis, Green, and Baird for Holy Family. They're going for their 7th win of the season. Sadinana, jump pass to Edson. Front court, here's Ortega. Into the lane to Cardona, all the way off the glass, and he's fouled by Helbig as he missed. Helbig commits his first. And Cardona to shoot 2. Adam has 6 points in the game. And his free throw is up and in. Back of the rim, and then it bounced in. Cardona was 7. And now a technical foul. Has been assessed. I wonder if that's on Helbig. He's being taken out of the game. But I'm not sure he said anything. I wonder if it's... Oh, he's got to stay in. Yep, it is a tech. I don't know if he said something. But nonetheless, Fort Morgan will have 3 more free throws. 2 for the technical and 1 more for Cardona. Well, apparently Fort Morgan might have had a tech foul. I just heard they offset. We'll see. Zach Becker's now into the game. Only technical ice. Yep, apparently Fort Morgan. Somebody had a tech for Fort Morgan. Cardona's second free throw, no good. And Baird has the rebound for Holy Family, his third. Baird left of the lane, left-handed layup all the way, and he's fouled. Fort Morgan commits the foul. They didn't cut him off at all. He took a stutter step, or a stutter dribble, and then it was fouled. Fouled by Edson, his third. 17 points for Baird. Here is the free throw by Baird, and that is off to the right. The rebound to Noah Rojo, Fort Morgan. 48-25. Here is Sarinana all the way. Jump pass down low to Edson, but he's double teamed. Back out to Linker. Jump pass on the outside right to Sarinana. Cross-court pass to Edson in the lane. Puts it up. Blocked by Jolly. Jolly away with the basketball. Jolly on the outlet to Nellis. 4 minutes to go in the third. Holy Family 48, Fort Morgan 25. Nellis, right baseline. Lobs it left corner, Baird. Baird in the lane. Puts up a runner and scores. Tons of contact, no whistle. Baird now with 19, 8 in the quarter. Holy Family by 25. Edson is fouled on that jump pass by Garrett Green. Holy Family is going to come up with a sweep today, as they are now in total command of this game. And into the game is Kenny Fernandez for Holy Family. Inbounds pass to Sarinana. Sarinana outside right to Rojo. Now to Sarinana, back to the left of Musman, left corner for Linker. Linker lobs it in the lane to Rojo, double team, back out to Musman. Here's Sarinana right of the lane, now to Musman in the left corner for Linker. Down low for Cardona, hooks and misses off the glass, but he is fouled. Well, that's great ball movement by Fort Morgan. Tanner Baird commits the foul, that's his third. Well, no, they're going to say Nellis instead. Not 1-0, just number 1. Second foul. Let's see if Cardona can sink the free throw. It is up, and that one is off the back of the rim. Second one upcoming. 3:26 to go in the third. Holy Family has doubled up Fort Morgan, 50-25. Second one by Cardona is up, and that's good. 50-26. Right corners Fernandez. Dribbles right baseline by Linker. Misses the shot, and then up and missed by Jolly. Then Linker has the rebound for Fort Morgan. Linker the other way. Baseball pass knocked away, but Cardona chases it down, and then he traveled. Only the 7th turnover for Fort Morgan in the game. And to throw it in will be Zach Becker. Simon Graff about ready to check in. Becker into Nellis, back out to Fernandez. Fernandez lobs it down low for Baird. Double team, bounce pass right corner. Nellis 3. He got it. Nellis has got 6 in the game. 6 points, that is, 53-26. Sarinana the other way, lays it up and in to the rack. Sarinana now with 4. Mustangs down 25, 53-28, 2:38 to go. Nellis hands it off to Becker. Back out to Fernandez. Fernandez against Linker. Hands it back off to Baird. Baird gets a pick from Jolly at the free throw line. 15-footer good. Baird now has 21. 10 in the quarter. He might be a next-level player. 55-28, 2:18 to go. Here is Sarinana at the top. Back out to Linker. Linker down low, intended for Rojo. Intercepted by Becker. And then the layup is missed by Jolly, but he's fouled by Linker. Linker commits his second foul. And Graff and Edson will check back in. .207 to go. Whoa, that was not a free throw? Okay. Looked like he was driving to the basket. Nonetheless, Nellis gets it into Baird. Baird pulls up from 15. He did it again. This guy's unstoppable. He's got 12 points in the quarter, outscoring Fort Morgan by himself in the quarter. Minute 53 to go. Musman in the right corner, back into the game. Over to Edson, 57-28. Lob inside for Cardona, but that's not a good pass, and that went over everybody out of bounds. 9th turnover for the Mustangs. But again, that's not been an issue in this game. It's just that Holy Family is considerably better offensively than a lot of teams in 4A. Baird on the high left for Jolly. Straight away now into the game is Sam Snyder making his first appearance. Whistle down low. And that is an offensive foul on Eddie Bartoletti of Holy Family. Their 11th turnover. Bartoletti's second foul. Caden Edson for Fort Morgan. On the high right, hands it off to Musman. Back out towards Graff. Graff back out towards Edson at the free throw line. Hands it off. Musman fakes the three. Now the left wing to Edson. Left to the lane. Over to Rojo. Rojo to Musman on the right wing. Musman with the basketball. Now to Rojo. Left corner for Edson. Edson over to Musman. Musman at the free throw line. Now over to Graff. Left baseline. Here's Edson. Double team. Bounce pass Cardona. And he's got a shot block, but he's fouled. Good look there by Edson. And the foul is committed by Baird. And that'll be his third. Adam Cardona will shoot a deuce. And the free throw. Ooh, that was ugly. That barely made it to the rim. That was a lot of wrists and not enough legs. Second free throw upcoming for Cardona. That's up. That's much better. It's good. 57-29. 56 seconds to go. Here's Baird left to the lane. Left corner for Snyder. Back out to Baird. No look pass. Knocked away by Cardona, but Holy Family chases it down. Lob inside. That's a terrible pass there by Holy Family's Fernandez. Intercepted by Edson. Edson all the way. Contact as he went up for a shot. And then it's just knocked out of bounds. And Fort Morgan retains possession. Substitution here. And we are straight up. Straight up at 5 o'clock. This is Morgan County's B106. KPRB Rush Fort Morgan with 31 seconds to go. And then the ball is knocked out of bounds. Edson had it knocked out of bounds by Fernandez. 29.1 seconds to go. Edson to throw it in. Edson back out to Graff. Graff in the left corner for Edson. Dribbles to his right, left to the lane. Hands it off to Musman. Thinks about the three. Left baseline. Graff, little 10-footer. His front rim, no good. And the ball is out of bounds. That's off Noah Rojo. And it's Holy Family basketball. And here comes Kenny Fernandez the other way for Holy Family. This will be the final possession for Holy Family in this quarter. Fernandez bounce pass inside, and the layup is up and in by Garrett Green. That's the way the quarter will end. Holy Family 59, Fort Morgan 29. It's a 1-minute break. Back in a minute on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. All right, let's head to the fourth quarter. Holy Family 59, Fort Morgan 29. John Beltran with you from Holy Family High School in Broomfield. These teams will meet again later this season. Helbig in the lane is fouled as he spun down low. The question is, who committed the foul? The two officials on one side are converging. Still not sure. Is that Linker with his third? Dubray, Linker, Norris, Ortega, and Sadinana for Fort Morgan. Fernandez, Bartoletti, Green, Snyder, and the free throw shooter Kyle Helbig, who had 11 points in the opening half. Now he's got 13. Here for Holy Family, 1-and-1 free throw, yes. Holy Family has not attempted many free throws, but they haven't needed to. Holy Family leads by 31. Holy Family leads by 32. We might get to a running clock here at some point. 61-29. Unless the Mustangs can put together some buckets. Here is Sadinana right in the lane. Back out towards Dubre. 16-footer, yes. Andres Dubre scores inside the three-point line. 61-31. Helbig left of the lane. Leans, shoots, misses, fouled. I think Linker got it with the body again. So this will be 2 free throws for Helbig this time. That's Linker's 4th. And the free throw is good. Helbig now with 16 points in the game. Second free throw upcoming. Cardona is in. Linker is out. Helbig bends, shoots, scores. 63-31. Holy Family with 7:19 to go from Broomfield. Here's Sadinana in the lane. His floater's up, around, and no good. Helbig went for the rebound, but it's off of Sadinana's hands, out of bounds. Yeah, if they score, if they hit a 3 right here, we go to a running clock. And here is Kenny Fernandez for Holy Family. Fernandez over to Baird. He pulls up inside the three-point line and scores. Nobody guarded him. Baird's got a sweet stroke. Baird has 25 in the game. It's a 34-point lead. Ortega on the right side. He pulls up and he misses, in and out. And the rebound to Kyle Helbig. That's his 11th rebound. Long pass is tipped away, taken by Bartoletti. Down low, Baird. Right wing Fernandez fakes the 3, dribbles to his right. Along the baseline, scoops it up and in off the glass. That's a sweet move by Fernandez. He had Fort Morgan spun around. It's a 36-point lead. And now that should get us to a running clock here. Here's Ortega with the basketball at the top on the high right to Sadinana. Gets a pick from Norris, steps in, lobs it back out to Dubre. Andres, crossover dribble, swings it back out to Ortega behind the three-point line. Here is Nick Norris on the high right. Norris had 6 points early in that third quarter, or in the second quarter, I should say. Sadinana then nearly stripped, gets the ball back over to Ortega. Ortega, straightaway 3, is in and out. Kyle Helbig grabs his 12th rebound for Holy Family under 6 minutes to go. Here is Garrett Green, right corner Fernandez. Doesn't take the 3. Helbig into the lane, and he's fouled. Oh, and the clock does stop. Okay. I don't know what the rule is. I thought it was 35 points in the fourth quarter, second half. Nonetheless, the foul was committed by Sadinana. Yeah, it is 36-point lead. Free throw by Helbig, barely gets to the rim. Nellis, Snyder, and they are back into the game. Free throw by Helbig is up, and that's good. But yeah, the clock is stopped. So I don't know. I believe this is a second-year rule, if I remember correctly. 68-31. Sadinana outside left to Ortega. Ortega crossover dribble, left baseline, swings it cross court to Sadinana. Back out to Edson. Edson, right corner for Sadinana. Right baseline for Norris. He's fouled down low. Yep. That'll be the 19th foul. Garrett Green commits the foul. And a timeout is called on the floor. 68-31. Let's take up with them. A 1-minute break. Holy Family 68, Fort Morgan 31 with 5.5 to go in the game on B106 and B106.com. Nick Norris nails the free throw as the Mustangs now trail. Should be 68 to... Yep, 32. That's correct. Second free throw upcoming. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Another issue there is two officials converge. And maybe I don't know if they're talking about the clock itself. I don't know. No, nothing to do with that. Well, the officials should know the rules better than anybody, so I assume that everything is happening as is supposed to happen. Second free throw by Norris, and he goes 2 for 2. Nick Norris now at 10. 68-33. There the inbounds pass to Nellis, Nellis near the top with the basketball. Swings it right side to Garrett Green. Straight away to Becker. Back out to Bartoletti. Here's Snyder. Long three, and that's off the front of the rim. And Becker chases it down, and he's fouled. This is going to take a long time to play this game. At least the last 5 minutes. Let's see who committed that foul. Well, still not on the board. Maybe the ball is just out of bounds. Here is Nellis at the free throw line. In the lane, his floater's up and good, and a foul on Fort Morgan. Dominic Nellis scores. I think Nick Norris made the contact with the shooter. And Norris commits his fourth. 70-33. 5:05 to go in the game. And now Andrew Campbell makes his first appearance. The Holy Family, Simon Graff in for Fort Morgan. Dominic Nellis is 8 points in the game. And his free throw is high and off to the right. And the rebound is Simon Graff of Fort Morgan. There's the outlet to Edson. Under 5 minutes to go. Edson hands it off to Sadinana. Sadinana left of the paint. Spins. He's going to have to spin it back out. He does to Mussman. Right wing three is in and out. Rebound to Norris. Norris turns, hooks, misses. And then he gets it back and he misses again. And then the ball's rebounded by Becker. Becker of Holy Family, 1-on-2 all the way. And he's tied up. Nice defense by Fort Morgan. Great defense with the Mustangs getting back there. Tie up though on the possession arrows pointing in Holy Family's direction. Edson will come the other way. 70-33 Holy Family. And Sadinana for Fort Morgan. Over to Mussman, left of the lane, back out to Sadinana. Lobs it, left baseline for Graff, knocked away, but picked up by Mussman. Here is Adam Cardona on that outside right to Edson at the free throw line. Back out to Sadinana, behind his back, hands it off to Graff. Graff right of the paint, hop step, and then he threw it away, intended for Cardona, but accidentally tipped out of bounds by Holy Family. Dubray and Rojo check in for Fort Morgan, supplanting Sadinana and Edson. And now that is a running clock. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's when it gets to 4 minutes to go. But anyway, the game will be over in 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Simon Graff straight away to Dubray. Now to Mussman on the left wing. Mussman lobs it inside. I think intended for Graff, but intercepted by Campbell. Fort Morgan's 10th turnover of the game. And all the way leaning, banking, and missing is Snyder. And Dubray with a rebound for Fort Morgan. The outlet to Rojo. In the right corner is Mussman. Mussman dribbles in, down low. Cardona turns, banks, and scores. Well, Cardona is in double figures with 11. 70-35. Fort Morgan trails with 2:57 to go in the game. Becker on the high right, guarded by Mussman. Backs it out to Snyder. Straight away into the game is Brandon Perrette. Here's Bartoletti against Rojo, behind his back, all the way, bounce pass. Perrette, left corner three, and he drilled it. And the Holy Family bench goes crazy. Brandon Perrette, 73-35. 2:28 to go. Dubray backs up left wing three. Well short. And the rebound to Campbell of Holy Family. Here is the outlet over to Bartoletti. Left wing. Will Perrette make another three? He does not. Mussman grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. 2:07 to go. 73-35. Holy Family. Mussman straight away for Dubray on the outside left. Cardona. He'll take a three, and that's no good. And the ball is volleyballed and rebounded by Graff, but he missed a shot. And now Bartoletti has it for Holy Family. Bartoletti. Left corner for Becker. Minute 46 to go. Outside right for Snyder. Snyder's going to hand it off over there to Perrette. Now in the high left for Bartoletti. Bartoletti jump pass to Becker. Wide open three is well short. And Simon Graff has the rebound for Fort Morgan. On the outlet to Rojo. Rojo top of the three-point circle. On the high right to Dubray. Inside the three-point line, his shot is very short. And Dubray cannot grab the rebound. It goes out of bounds. So it will be Holy Family basketball with a running clock. With 1 minute to go in the game. Big day for the Holy Family basketball teams against Fort Morgan. Recap it all coming up momentarily. I'm not sure they'll take a shot here. Garrett Green with 48 seconds to go out to Snyder unless they get a layup. Here is Bartoletti retreating towards midcourt. Maintains the dribble against Rojo. Bartoletti cross court to Snyder. Snyder left-handed dribble. Snyder left to the lane. Jump pass back out to Perrette. 27 seconds remaining in the game. And again, just maintaining the dribble at 21. Perrette looking, hands it off to Bartoletti. Bartoletti with 15. Bartoletti with 12. Again, dribbling towards midcourt. Yeah, they're not going to get off another shot, nor do they want to. Garrett Green looks up at the clock. 6 seconds remaining. Now with 3. And Holy Family has defeated Fort Morgan by a score of 73-35. It's a 2-minute break. We'll wrap it up in 2 minutes from Holy Family High School in Broomfield, right here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. The Mustangs lose this afternoon in Broomfield to the Holy Family Tigers, 73-35. Mustang post-game show brought to you by Morgan Community College. There to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Holy Family led 25-7 after the first quarter, and the game was pretty much done from there. It was an 18-point lead at the break, so Fort Morgan hung tight with them in the second quarter as both teams scored 12 points. But Holy Family with a 22-10 third quarter, 14-6 in the fourth, and they won by 38. They moved to 7-2, and the Mustangs dropped to 3-6. Visiting Fort Morgan led by Adam Cardona with 11 points, 10 for Nick Norris. And then Isaac Linker with 8, 4 by David Sarinana. Andres Dubray with 2. Norris, by the way, led the Mustangs with 7 rebounds, 25 points for Tanner Baird of Holy Family, including 12 in the third, 18 for Kyle Helbig, and then 7 points for Zach Becker, 6 in the game for Adam Jolly, Dominic Nellis with 5. Brandon Perrette had the 3-pointer, 2 apiece by 3 players, Eddie Bartoletti, Kenny Fernandez, and Garrett Green. 30 rebounds for Holy Family, 12 of those by Kyle Helbig, who had a double-double in the game. 21 rebounds for Fort Morgan, 7, as I mentioned, by Norris. 12 turnovers for Holy Family, only 10 for Fort Morgan. The one thing they did well in this game, very well, was take care of the basketball. Holy Family, 10 out of 13 from the free throw line. The Mustangs, 7 out of 14. Time for our Mustang Player of the Game, brought to you by Transwest. They believe that customers are number one. Check out their selection online or just stop by one of their dealerships in Fort Morgan or Sterling today. And again, it was a small stretch of good play by Fort Morgan, but with 10 points and 7 rebounds, Nick Norris, for the second time in 3 games, is our Mustang Player of the Game. Mustangs back in action coming up on Tuesday. Let's tell you right now, you can check out on Twitter at B106 some Mustang tournament results from wrestling, as Fort Morgan already has a champion, 2 champions at 120 pounds in Niwot today, Brendan Jones and Cale Langford at 138. and a third-place finisher in Leo Luna at 126. There'll be other competitors in the finals, including heavyweights. James Hocanedo, I believe he's at 220 actually, for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, an undefeated senior here in the 2018-2019 season. Mustangs and Berthoud Spartans coming up on Tuesday night. And Brian Nick will have the call of those games on B106 and B106.com. Girls game at 5:30, boys game at 7 o'clock. Outstanding job as always by our sound engineer and producer, Herrick Curtis. I'm John Beltran. Final scores today. The Holy Family girls beat Fort Morgan 61-29, and the Holy Family boys win 73-35. All right here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com.